Hello, welcome back to Tony's Board Life. I, of course, am Tony, and today we are on to turn 3 of Don't Tread on Me, the American Revolution solitaire board game, produced by White Dog Games and published by R. Ben Madison. This is one of the games in the British trilogy that R. Ben Madison has put out. We are on to turn 3, and if this is the first video going, you may want to go back and check out turns 1 and 2. I'll go pretty good in detail, and I'll continue to go through with that. But turn 3, let's go ahead and get started. So first thing we need to do is we need to get our revenue, and we need to follow our news instructions. So on turn 3, we get $12. We have 1 carried over, so we are now up to $13. Boston evacuated, so that's the news. So let's take a look and see what the news is for Boston evacuated. Okay. Britain withdraws its besieged garrison and widens the war. Take the 3 British units from the Boston and add them to the British force pool. So we have these 3 British units right here. They are going to go into the British force pool right here. So they're in here now. They are able to be purchased. Add 2 of the 2 3-strength naval units to the British ships. I've had 2 of the 3-strength naval units. Okay. Oh, wow. So the in harbor. So I've got some more boats now, finally. Got some more ships for us to take out. Maybe we can take out some of these some of the smugglers and help me out a little bit better on that one. And add 1 smuggler to the Caribbean. So we need to add 1 smuggler to the Caribbean, so 1 more will come out. Washington is now free to take command of the Continental Army. Place them in the Army force. Oh crap. So Washington is now available. Boston is now permanently rebel controlled. So that is rebel controlled now, so Boston is what it is. Okay, so that's the news, which is not good. And target for this turn is New York, which I currently have control of, and it's something I am going to try to keep control of as we go through. All right. Okay, let's get things reset. And we are on to the smuggler phase. I've only got 1 here. It cannot go in 1 or 2. If I roll a 1 or 2, it doesn't go in there. So we're going to roll. And I roll a 6. So it is going to go into Cape Fear down here. And they're going to be adding to Carolina. Yay. That sucks. Okay. Now, so I did that. So now I can attack. So I have to pay 2. Yeah, okay. So I have to pay 2. So I have to pay a total of $4 to put these 3 out. It's definitely worth the $4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It is definitely worth it to put these out. So we're gonna put. I want to put 2 up into here, or should I? I'll just do 1 in each. Okay, so 1 in each. 1 of these guys in each. And I need to roll lower than the numbers. So as we zoom in here, so we'll take a look here. So there's a 3 right here. That 3, I have to roll that number or higher to do some damage. So that means we are going to attack this. And I'm just going to double check to make roll a die. Successfully sinks a smuggler on a roll equal to or less than its own strength. So I have not been doing very good. So let's go ahead. We're going to start with Howe right here up in the North Atlantic, because this one goes for the target. So if I can limit that, that'll be better. 2 equal to. So, smuggler definitely gets it. So what happens if they sink them? Okay, so this guy's gonna go. He's gonna go on the bottom down here, and in the Caribbean. And he's gonna go here. Okay, so now I need a 3 or less. 5. He's not successful. He's gonna be at sea, and this guy 4 or less. Nope, because I needed a 3 or less. I rolled a 4. Oops, you did not see that. So, yep. So target 1 is going to be okay, and then we are all set there. Okay, so we did our attacks. We don't have to worry about shattering the French fleet and the British ground phase. So we don't need to worry about winter attrition, amnesty. I believe we're good to go to do on our ground phase here, and this is where I'm going to recruit, which I will be recruiting quite a bit as I go through. So, no winter amnesty. Consult the prisoner of war box if either side has more than 5 units. Nope. Oh, prisoner of war if either side has more than 4 units. Nope. There's only 1. If there are any remaining units, both sides in the prisoner of war box, then parole occurs. The British player selects the equal number of British units and continental units from the POW box and places them in the force pool. Note the total number of parole units and the size limit is smaller force. Okay, so he has to stay in there because this loyalty guy has to stay in there because I don't have any. Okay. Okay, so I purchased my units. When you buy the unit, you may place it in any county of any state or in Quebec. There is no limit to the number of units. Okay, there we go. I have those all set up to where I want to do it. Okay, now unit movement. The British player, foot and horse units can now move into any county in the same state at no cost. So, we've done our movement. Bending, say the British player, nope, we don't have to worry about that. Force march, nope, don't have to worry about that. If George Washington is played, determine which of the 3 middle states, New York, Pennsylvania, or Virginia, marked with American leadership box. Well, it's gonna be one of these 3. Well, it's gonna be New York. So Washington will get put in New York here, because it has the most British units out of these 3 right here. So now we do the first battle phase, and in this case, I really only have 1 battle to work with, and that's up here with Massachusetts Shore. So let's go ahead. We're gonna take this. We are going to be the attacker, and he is going to be the defender. We are in a farm, so we're going to use the middle number. So in this case, we have 3-3. He has 2. Okay, now New England has 0 loyalty to the crown. And in this case, we're actually just going to go ahead and like zoom in here so you can see what's going on. Okay. So it has 0 loyalty, so we roll a die here for the militia table. 4, 0, 3. So they're going to get 3. I'm not going to get any. So this is going to make us 6 to 2. But there's some other modifiers, but we've got that taken care of. So we are at 100% here. So we're going to go ahead and roll the die. And then we do have some possible modifiers. So 3 on 100%. So as of right now, it's the attacker retreats. That would be me, which is not good. So in this case, it's an AR, which is a attacker retreats. So unfortunately, we didn't lose any units, luckily. So these go back into here. We lost, unfortunately. So New England's already down to nothing. So that's not a problem. And the Continentals won. And so that battle is complete. Just making sure I have no other battles. I do not. So that's the first battle phase. Now we're going to place rebels. So we're going to go ahead and roll a die. We get 1 going to New York. and that is a 6. So the unit going into column 6 is Stark. So 6 is in Hudson Valley. So we will have a battle there. Okay, now Massachusetts Bay gets 2. Ugh. Okay, here we go. First one, 6. Okay. Maine and Nova Scotia. Go ahead and keep this separated. And the second one is 4, which is Massachusetts Shore. Now we're going to go down to Cape Fear, which is 6. So that is in Charlestown, so we'll have a battle there. And then what's this last one? Is 6 also. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now move George Washington to the state with the most continental or French units. That is still going to be New York. And turn Benedict Arnold, that's after turn 9. I don't need to worry about that right now. And so we do a second battle phase. Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll do New York first here. So this will be the first battle. So we are the defender. They are the attacker. We're going to reset the militia. So in this case, we are at a fort, so it's a last number. So we're looking at 2 and 3 to start off with. New York's loyalty is at a 7, so we're going to be looking at the 7 column. Of course, 2. So in this case, they're going to be 100%. Now, maybe they'll roll low. I don't know. Shift any British attack, a rebel attack, shift to the right. So we're going to go to the 150. We are going to roll here. 5 on 150. That is DRP. So I think they actually retreat. Oh, that's the wrong one. And so these to retreat here. Okay, so that's that battle. So let's go ahead. We're going to go on to battle down here. Again, they're the attacker. We are in a town, and my Hessians town sucks. Towns are 1s. These guys are 2s. The only nice thing is Carolinas is on the 10 here, so maybe I can get a little help. 6. I get 2, they get none. So that's going to make it 100%. Nice. Okay, so that's 100%. And there are no modifiers. So Congress, nope. Jefferson, nope. And Vermont, nope. So let's go ahead and we're going to roll the die here. We got a 4, which is an exchange. If forces in an exchange are exactly equal, then the battle is a draw. Both sides completely eliminate and nobody wins. Okay, so that will not affect the loyalty of Carolina. Unfortunately, that does leave me without any troops in the Carolinas. Okay, unfortunately, that is a problem. Okay. So now we did the second, so we're going to conduct a campaign. So we're going to roll 2 dice. I hope no 6s will occur here, but we'll see. It does occur a 6, and so we have a major campaign. Oh, this is not good. We have a major campaign in New England. Oh my goodness, this is not good. It's like one randomly Continental Army from the Rebel Force. Okay, and place it. The lowest number rebel occupied. Well, I think that's the Connecticut coast here. Yep, that's Connecticut coast, and we have Knox. So good old Henry Knox. By the way, I read several letters. I read a book that had the letters from him and his wife, Lucy Knox. as they during the war. Really interesting to see kind of what was going on with that. So Knox is going into the Connecticut coast. This New England's going to be a problem, I have a feeling. Okay. And we have no safeties of committees if the major does extended support. Extended support. If a major campaign occurs in one state, all the other states are checked to see if they can provide extended support for a major campaign. Every state containing only rebels moves all its rebels to its own critical county. Okay, so these guys move to the critical. Okay, so it's only Carolina. Okay, then if there are more than 2 rebels in the state, which I have 3 down here, so you can see I've got 3 down here. So one of these guys is going to go. So what we're going to do, we're going to roll a dice 1 to 3. It's going to be Morgan, or 4 to 6. It's going to be Wayne. So let's take a look. 1 to 3. So we've got 6. So Wayne is coming up from Carolina because I got to keep 2 here, and is oh, this is not going to be good. So then we take all of those and we do an attack here. So we will be the defender with our lonely. So we're gonna have, so the British here are gonna have 2, 4 are gonna be equals to 7. The Continentals, you'll see how bad this is here in a minute. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So the rebels, bloody rebels, have 23. That's 23. That's crazy. Okay, so now I still have to roll to see if there's, and at a 0 loyalty on a 6, I get 1, he gets 2, so that makes it a whole 8 to 25. That's going to be 300%. Okay. So it's not in New York. So the battle for Rhode Island, this is the battle for Rhode Island, basically, is what this has become. Here we go. 4. So a 4, unfortunately, is defender eliminated. So these guys will go here, and that loyalty cannot go any worse than that. Okay. If the major campaign sweeps the state free of British presence, or if there are no British units there to begin with, place all the state's rebels in the critical county. If the campaign is not the target state, the rebels plan a conducted operation if they possess more than 2 rebel units. They do. Follow same with 60. Okay, so basically, I leave 2 of these here, in here. Okay, and then the battle is going to go to New York, which is not going to be good. Okay. We launch another major campaign in the target state following the same attack protocol and stop. If completely successful, your boys are in trouble. Place the remaining rebels in the critical county of the target state. The target state has no British units. Simply sweep all the rebels in the state into extended operations stack and pile the lot in the critical. Okay, so yeah, this is not good. Because he's gonna go here. So all these guys are gonna go into this one right here. So then we attack the British units in the same county as the rebel stack. Attack the nearest British force to the left, the next lowest one. Okay, so this will be here. So I'm going to be. This is not good. This is going to get cleared out. We're talking about 3. So it will be. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 24 to 3 is what I've got for this one. So the battle's actually here. Yep, okay. So the battle's in the Hudson Highlands. So now we get to roll for this. We get a -1 on the die roll because of Vermont. So it's actually a 3. New York is a set. Oh, that should be a 6 because they lost that battle. It's a 1 and 2, which is not good. So that'll put, so basically 26 to 4. So we're looking at 400%. At a 4, defender eliminated. So he is going to go over here. New York's going to drop again. Battle's going to go up to the river forts. So then we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 19, 23 to 4. Let's roll this. So it's on a 5. It's going to be a -1. So it's actually a 4, 1, 2. So again, 400%. 6, defender eliminated. Not good again. And then final, it's going to be 400%. 5, defender eliminated. Okay. So, unfortunately, they swept everything on that campaign. So they basically took out all of New England and all of New York. Okay. So we did that. So now we're on the logistic phase, trading with the enemy. The British player may spend remaining pounds. I don't have any. All players' units may now be moved to a county or state, even a state that's already in, so long as the county does not contain a rebel unit. Each player unit moves the fashion way, pays £1 if the unit leaves the state by naval transport. By the way, these guys would all be over here now. Okay. So these guys can go in there. They can move back in there so that way I don't have to pay the pound. Okay. Any British player units in the in-harbor box, Boston, or the Caribbean back to the at sea. Oh, those were supposed to move over. Anyways, okay. And then Congress reconvened. Congress is not in flight, so we need Liberty phase. Enlistment expires on turn and 4. We don't need to worry about that. State control Liberty. The Liberty marker keeps cumulative tally of how successful the rebels have been denied British player. Yeah, okay. I control 1 and not the target state, so Liberty will move up to 4. That sucks. Target state. In each state on the turn record track, okay, each turn, the turn will have started. If you do not control the target state at this point, then Liberty more advances automatically at this point, no matter how many estates you control. So this is not going well at all. This will probably be a short game. I need to really play this a couple more times to really get some, some things on there. State. If the state has no units of either side, the loyalty does not change. Okay. So loyalty will change. If it has British control, then increase the state's loyalty by 1. That would be Virginia goes up by 1. Okay. If the state only has continental, that state, so New England goes down. New York has both. If Washington, Jefferson, or okay, so if only rebel, so Carolina will go down. And New England's already at 0. New York will go down because Washington is in that state. If Washington, Jefferson, or Congress is in the state, reduce that loyalty. So Pennsylvania and New York will go down. That's just not good. That is not good at all. Okay. If Indians or Hessians are in the state, reduce the state loyalty by -1, but no more than -1 for that state this turn. I think all the Hessians got kicked out. Yep. So the maximum loyalty level, if you're on the maximum loyalty level, but more than one modifier applies, apply them in the sequence, potentially losing loyalty. Well, yeah, right. Yeah, no, not an issue there. At this point in the turn, if there's rebels in Quebec, there are none. Quebec is controlled. Advance the Liberty marker, 1 space. Note this may make the Liberty marker advance more than 1 space. Once, if the Liberty marker reaches 9 or higher, then the British player is catastrophically defeated and the rebels have won the Revolutionary War. If it does not continue, continue the game. Turn 16. At this moment, during turn 14, first North. Okay. 7 or lower, the British player may concede American independence and end the game. Okay, of course. Okay, so that's the Liberty phase. Okay, random events. Okay, so what we need to do here was begin a turn where you roll 1 die. After the invasion of Quebec event occurs, then you roll 2 dice. So we just roll 1 die. 4. Tar and Feathers. Okay, I think we've had this one, but let's see how it goes. Tar and Feathers. Tar and Feathers. Oh, here it goes. Mob violence oppresses state loyalist. Underground, roll 2d6. The corresponding states decrease loyalty by -1, and only if at least one rebel unit present. Okay, 2d6. Oops. Okay, 2. Yep. So New York and Pennsylvania. Lovely. Oh, that came right to my feet. What? How lovely is that? Okay. Southern Radicals. Okay. Well, Congress is accused. Okay. Decrease New England and New York by -1. Oh, New York goes down again. And New England's already at 0. Loyalty, yep. Increase Virginia, Carolina by +1. Virginia, Carolina. Okay. We've got it. We're seeing how this goes. And then roll a die for Pennsylvania. Even increases, odd decreases. Okay, so we've got an even increase Pennsylvania's loyalty. Okay. Pennsylvania goes up to 4. Okay. Northern Radical, smallpox. This might be good. Smallpox, in this event, when this event is rolled, first remove all Indians from back. Okay. Next, roll a die for a state. Roll of 6. Okay, so we're going to roll a die for a state. And we rolled a 4. So that's going to be Virginia, which is going to suck. Okay, remove all Loyalist, CS, and Continental, not French, units to respective force pools. Except on turn 6 or later, then annihilation has occurred. Do not remove Continentals. They are now immune to small. Okay. So, I would have been nice for New York. Really nice for New York to get them out of New York. But we're going to have issues with that here pretty soon. Okay, so that's smallpox. And then finally, the Vermont check. Roll 1 die to determine the very chaotic, double-dealing political establishment lurches on a 1. Move Vermont status to the pro-British box on 2 to 4. Okay, becomes neutral, and then 5-6, it goes the other way. 3, it moves to neutral. So Vermont is neutral now. Not like that really helped me or... Okay, so that's the random event phase, and then we are end of turn. So we will go to turn 4, and that's where we'll end it. It is not looking good for me. New York is definitely under pressure, and I lost a crap ton of units here. New England's cleared out. I did get rid of one smuggler, but that'll be coming back. Loyalty is up the wazoo. The Liberty is at 5. The most it can go to is 9. And yeah, so not good at all. This is going to be a slugfest on this one. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do enjoy these videos, please subscribe. I do appreciate it, and it shows me what to work on. Again, we'll see how this goes, but these stacks here are a pain in the butt. So with that, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day, night, or morning, and I'll see you next time. Bye.